The first thing that came to my mind when I heard white dress for my convocation was to design something like a Christian bride with some floral brocade work. And I won when my friend texted me this. I think the first time I wore white for a function was for a ramp walk in maybe 2010, and I hated white color so much to the point that this would be my last time wearing white. First, I was in a confusion as to which net piece to be chosen, baby pink one or the off-white one, and finally I chose that. Next, I went to get a cleanup and got my eyebrows done. It actually was a very good cleansing mechanism for my skin. Then we packed up all our luggages and boarded our bus to Bangalore from Kochi. Then I finally reached the city that taught me life, that taught me who I am today. And soon it started to rain heavily, and I saw this cute scene where a boy was playing with a remote control car on the running water. And then was the moment which all changed my perspective towards change and comfort. We could experience this wonderful phenomenon of hailstones and pieces of ice drizzling over our balcony. It was so breathtaking and wholesome moment when it sprayed from the misty branches of those trees. Then I started with my skincare, which I think was a blunder. I would not recommend this on the previous day of any programs to those who don't prefer a plump or a filler kind of look. So I've used the Studio West Rejuvenating Sheet Mask. It took me 3 blue moons to get it soothed, and it was my first time trying it out. And then I peeled it off and applied the excess serum onto my face and neck, as I've seen many ladies doing it on top of my Insta feed. And this was how it looked after drying. You can see that instant plump on my cheeks where I actually wanted it sculpted. But yeah, my parents liked it for some reason. And then I also applied my peach milk moisturizer to get the water locked in within my skin barrier. I had also applied my favorite pink cherry lip balm to my lip. I also painted my nails with this maroon tint because I wanted it to be flashy as everything else was white. It was May 29th and the day has come, and I didn't get time to even drop a penny, so as to which I couldn't take my makeover video. I ran to the room to collect our robes and hood and sachet, and then we all clicked some videos, and I ran to my parents to get a video with them. How cute! Bianca also captured our pics on her camera. On the way, I also met my junior friend. I also met others, but I was running around in sari. And then immediately the call came and we had to rush back to the rooms for the procession. And then the procession started on time, followed by the university band. And it was the same as my school student council march song that was played, and which made it a bit emotional. And then we marched on from back gate to front gate, which was nearly 2 kilometers long. And finally, we reached the Audi block. Uni was decorated with a lot of welcoming aesthetics, and NCC cadets worked their soul out onto this, and all the events were on the speculated time itself. And we all sat and waited for the whole deanery to reach. Then we sat and sat and sat, and the chief guest began with their speech. And officially the graduation ceremony began, and the wait was over. Now I can finally say I'm graduated. I kept staring at my degree again and again because only me and myself knew this whole 3 years were tough. And meet my friend Jason. In that happiness, we also took another clippings. Immediately after the convocation, we also got this mail from Christ. As I walked out of the auditorium, I got this amazing bouquet of roses from my friend. I was told not to reveal the name, so yeah, I'm not doing it. Then I proceeded with my photo shoots and video shoots because you never know if you'll ever come back here. I got a lot of compliments from a lot of you guys for my outfit. Thank you so much, guys. You will be loved. Then by evening, I went back to my room fully exhausted. It was a really tiring day and we headed back. We had to wait for almost an hour to book the auto. And yeah, this was the most expensive gift I've ever received for all the hurdles that has happened during these 3 solid years. I would like to thank each and every one of you for being there, not physically, but for just being there.